Hello everyone, it's Pat with our Angel Oracle card reading and messages for this second week of July, the 10th through the 17th. Gosh, we're into the middle of July. Time is flying this year. So, as usual for my weekly reading, I'm going to be calling on the Oracle cards, the Archangel Oracle cards, for the Archangel who's overseeing us for the week. And also, I felt guided to use the mermaid cards today, just because I haven't used them in a while, and I love the mermaids, okay? Some of you out there might remember Mermaid Monday, when I used to do daily card readings. I would always use the mermaids on Monday. So, anyways, to move the reading time along quicker, I actually shuffled and pulled ahead of time. So, and what was interesting is, when I shuffled the Archangel deck, two different Archangel cards came out with the same Archangel. So, and it's Metatron for us to work with this week, with the message of chakra clearing and indigo and crystal children. So, Metatron is an Archangel who, first of all, he's one of the only two Archangels who lived a human lifetime. And so he has an experience of, the human condition and human experiences, and ascending upon a spiritual path. So, in these messages this week, one, he's bringing our attention to managing our energy. Many of you already know out there what chakras are, but for those of you who don't, they're energy centers along the spine. And, they can get clogged. The way I explain to people about energy who aren't familiar with it is just simply that, like, for example, with your clothes, as you go about your day, you get dirt, dust, debris, stains, odors on your clothes. That's why you wash them at the end of the day. Well, as you encounter different people, places, and situations in your life, you pick up a little bit of the debris from those people, from those environments. If you've been in, like, very chaotic and hectic environments, or around a lot of people who are needing things from you, and just, in different situations. It's very helpful to clear your energy centers at the end of the day or the end of the week. Ideally every day, but and Metatron is an angel who can help us with that. In fact, if you look in this card at the top, there is an outline of Metatron's, what they call Metatron's cube. And you can call on Metatron and have him, like, visualize him moving that cube through your body and through your energy centers, and it will cleanse and purify and brighten those chakras, thereby uplifting your energy. Okay. The other message he came in with is with regard to children, and it's a message about sensitivity. Now, I've heard quite a few different people, both Doreen, who's the maker of these cards. I've heard some astrological reports, a human design report. There's a lot of intense energy in the world right now. And a lot of us, especially children, are very sensitive to it. So, Metatron is an Archangel also who works very well with children who are sensitive, especially sensitive in a gifted sort of way. Maybe they have gifts and abilities, intuitive gifts and abilities, where, they see and sense things that other people don't. So he helps children in that regard. He helps children in general with their sensitivity, okay? And he'll help you with that too. He'll help your own inner child if you had a lot of sensitivity, or maybe were, made fun of for that. He helps people with that. But so it's in both regards this week. He's the angel to go to, who's overseeing us, to go to him for help. Okay, and now there was 3 cards that came out, or that I had shuffled out from the mermaids. So going into our week, we have this, I'm going back and forth here because the sunlight is hitting this in different ways. But so in the beginning of our week, there's synchronistic events going on. We have this card of synchronicity that says your prayers and questions are being answered by synchronistic events. So notice them in order to increase their flow. And this is definitely in the world at large. You'll probably see this going on with, we know that presidents are meeting with people from heads of other countries. But there may also be other things going on, like major announcements in the news, And on a personal level, you might find it going on. Maybe there's shifts and changes going on at your job. Maybe someone leaves or gets promoted, and that's going to, open up positions, or things are going to change that way. It may be going on in your personal life where you discover something that you didn't know was going on, or you come across somebody you haven't seen in a while and they lead you to some new opportunities. So it's synchronistic events. So given that there's a lot of intense energy around, just know that if there's any drama around it, or anything that brings up fear in you, take a step back and just kind of look at how things are playing out and understand that it's part of a synchronistic series of events that are a catalyst kind of thing that's going on. What's taking place is a catalyst for something else that needs to change or move in a different direction, okay? So this card refers to it being an answer to your prayers, so that's also true as well. There may be things that you've been praying for, maybe help to get out of your situation. If you're unhappy with it, you maybe been trying to manifest a new situation, maybe a new home or a new place to live in a different location, or maybe you've been looking to get into a new job, what have you. But the events are going on as part of an answer to that for you as well, okay? For some people, this might have to do with getting out of a relationship, or something along those lines. So I just want to bring your awareness to that. And see how I can move this so it works? There we go. That's a little bit better. So middle of the week, this card comes up, the consultant expert, and it says, more information is needed. Contact with someone with expertise in this area. So, middle of the week, you may already be engaged in consulting an expert, seeing someone who has more specific knowledge about something than you. You might be meeting with an attorney, an accountant, a health professional of some kind, maybe a counselor. So there's someone, you may already have this meeting going on with them that's set up, an appointment set up, or it may be that you're coming into that awareness that it's time to seek that out. It's time to ask for that help, okay? It just means in other ways that there's a piece of information that you're missing, or that you need to understand what the legal aspects of something are that you're dealing with, so you know what your options are, okay? And what you have to explore in that, all right? So, I get that you'll, be provided for. Sometimes when we go to seek out a professional, it can be a little scary at first because it's more formal. Or for other people, maybe it makes them feel safer. But sometimes I know, for me in some situations, it's brought up a little bit of nervousness and fear, like, oh my God, it's part of, keeping yourself safe and protected. And knowing what the facts are, knowing what the legal ramifications of something are, and what your options are, okay? And so the last card, our outcome card, indicates that it's leading you to having to make, there's a decision that's going to need to be made, all right, for yourself personally, so you can be more at peace. You may have even outgrown these situations, and that's why these synchronistic events have come into place, and you need to seek the expert, and it's time to move on. But there's an inner decision. That's what this card speaks to. It says, feeling stuck or indecisive, listen to your intuition and make a decision. All right. So once you get facts and you've talked to an expert and there's you're exploring your options, I call it the inner decision because it's an awareness that you have within you, listening to your own intuition. Sometimes you just need to make a decision. You may not like to make it, or you maybe one that you want to make for yourself that's better for you, but other people around you aren't going to like it. But in some way, there's a decision that needs to be made by the end of this. But it's not that the end of the week is a deadline or anything like that. It's just that it's a realization that you come to at the end of the week, that you've got to make a decision about it, or you're going to come to a decision about it. And it's urging you strongly to listen to that inner part of you that knows what to do. Okay? So it's a very interesting week, and Metatron is overseeing it to help keep your energy clear, and helping you to manage it as you go through this. Because, you know, weeks like this can be exciting, or, you know, they can make you feel like, you know, when there's a lot of drama going on, like, you know, tense too. So he's in here helping you to manage what's going on in this coming week. So it might be exciting changes, or it might be things that, you know it's just time to move on from. And it may not necessarily be easy to navigate through it, but you got to do it. You got to keep your focus and be clear. And so Metatron will help you with that by helping to keep your energy clear. So this is what I get for coming up this week. And it'll be interesting to see. It's always interesting to see how it plays out. So thank you so much for watching the videos, and I look forward to speaking with you again very soon. Take care, everyone. Have a great week.